and welcome to yet another product review. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing for you all the Maybelline Dream Cushion foundation. Now this foundation is supposed to be liquid foundation on the go, so that is what is different about this. It retails for $15.99, so $16 US at the drugstore. It comes in this cute little compact case and it includes 0.51 ounces of foundation in it. So if you think about it, it is quite pricey for the amount of foundation that you are getting, considering the fact that it is a drugstore brand. It only comes in 8 different shades, which I was kind of disappointed to see because Maybelline is usually really good with their shade ranges. I grabbed the shade Warm Nude to try out today. Hopefully that matches my complexion pretty good. I tried to look at quite a few different swatches online because you can't really get a good sense of what the foundation is really going to look like inside. It only comes with these little stickers on the outside, and I don't, based on the swatches that I did see, I don't feel like they represent the color, the foundation shade inside, the color on the foundation. I don't think they represent it quite well. So I did have to do some research before choosing a shade. It comes with this little sponge on the inside, and then once you open that up, that's when you'll see the actual foundation in here. So they've dropped the foundation inside of this sponge, and essentially what you are supposed to do is take this little sponge that it comes with, dip it into the foundation, and then there you have it, foundation on the go with a mirror. So I think for the most part you're paying the $15.99, perhaps not so much for the foundation, but more so for the actual packaging, because it is very, very sturdy packaging. It is very complex. There's a lot of pieces to this. So I'm assuming that that's what the price is for. Not necessarily so much for the foundation, but more so for the packaging. We'll see though. We'll see how it applies. We'll see how it wears throughout the day. It could be, you know, a really good foundation, and maybe that's also what you're paying for. Who knows? We'll see how it wears. So what it is, straight from the website, it is a liquid foundation that delivers complete luminous coverage for fresh-faced perfection. So that right there is a little bit confusing to me because this says that it's supposed to provide complete coverage. So to me that makes it sound like, you know, full coverage foundation. But I did see on their Instagram page that they are promoting it as a medium coverage foundation. So it is not meant to be complete full coverage, but more so complete medium coverage, which is just confusing in my head. Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know. So it's supposed to give you that. Some of the benefits are that it has increased color pigments that deliver complete luminous coverage for fresh-faced perfection. So they're all about this fresh-faced perfection. So making sure that your skin looks nice and fresh and just ready to go, like you just have this inner glow, I'm assuming, because it does state that it is luminous, fresh-faced. They keep repeating that, and so that's what I'm gathering based off of that information. So we'll see how it wears. I'm going to go ahead and color correct the under eye area since I always do that before I apply foundation around it, and I will be right back. Okay, so now I'm back with color corrector on. I'm going to go ahead and apply some of this foundation using the sponge that it comes with. So I'm just going to press it up against the foundation, which it does grab quite a bit. And I mean, I guess I could use this mirror, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I have nothing else on my skin. Oh, I think I did color match myself pretty well. Yeah. Oh shoot, I completely forgot before I started to show you all a close-up of my skin. But I can stop right here since I've only applied foundation onto this side of my face. I have not done anything to this side of my face. And pretty much both sides of my cheeks look the exact same. The only difference is that on this side, I have this little dark spot right here that I lack on this side. Other than that, both sides are exactly the same. I have little veins along the cheek areas that I have on both sides, and I have, you know, just some uneven skin tone along the cheeks. So I'm gonna go ahead, zoom you all in so that you can see this side of my face that does not currently have any foundation on it, and then I'll show you the side that does so that you can get a good feel as to what it looks like with foundation and then without the foundation. Okay, so like I mentioned, there's the dark spot, and then here are the little veins that I'm talking about. And this is the side of my face with foundation. So I usually have those little veins here, which I can still kind of see a little bit. But then again, this isn't a full coverage foundation. They stated that it's medium coverage, so I'm okay with that. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my face. Can't believe I forgot, because usually I show you guys both sides of my face without foundation and then both sides with, but I guess I was just excited. Okay, so far, I don't have an issue with this little applicator, this little sponge, aside from the fact that I'm not really sure how hygienic that would be if you are continuing to, use it on a regular basis, but I will try to wash it. I'll let y'all know on Snapchat how that works out. I just feel like a whole video on this little sponge might be a little too much. So my initial thoughts, honestly, I like it. I see where they're going with this whole fresh-faced perfection. Because it does look like, I have like this little glow. I don't see complete coverage, but I'm okay with that because they did state that it was medium coverage. But I see enough coverage to where it just looks like a more enhanced version of my skin. It doesn't look like it's completely concealed, completely covered up. You can still see my skin through the foundation, but it just looks like a little bit, like I said, a more enhanced version of my face. Does that make sense? So that's what I think about it so far. How it'll wear throughout the day, we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna wear off or if it's just going to turn into like an oily mess. I am oily normal, so I tend to get pretty oily along the T-zone, and I'm normal everywhere else. I'm not dry, I'm not oily, it's just there. So I'm normal throughout the rest of my face, oily in the T-zone. We'll see how it wears, and yeah. I'm gonna go ahead, finish off the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Okay, so now I am back with a full face of makeup, and I'm not really sure if I'm liking the way that this is setting. It still feels pretty wet to me, and I don't know if I like that very much. I'm sure I can tone it down with some powder if I really wanted to, completely get rid of that feeling. But I just wanted to wear it exactly how it is meant to be worn, so we'll see how it performs. It is currently 11:46 in the morning, so I'm probably gonna be back for a midday check-in like I usually do at around 3 or 3:30, somewhere in between that time frame. Okay, so now I am here with my midday check-in. It is currently 4:01, so just a little bit over the 4-hour mark on the foundation. And I mean, it's wearing comfortably. It's wearing comfortably, but it is a little bit dewy. I mean, I can say that. I feel pretty glossy along the sides of my nose, glossy along the forehead and a little bit down my nose as well, and then glossy around the chin area. Aside from that, it's not wearing off. I haven't noticed any difference. I haven't noticed it, kind of wearing down or separating or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, other than making me a little bit dewier than I would like, it's not doing anything else. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you all a close-up of what the foundation looks like on my skin after about 4 hours of wear. Okay, so as you can see, it's still wearing pretty much the same as it did earlier, as when I first applied it, with the exception of like the extra dewiness here along the sides of my nose, along my nose, and it's wearing pretty much the exact same way on this side. Alright, so that is all for a midday check-in. I will see you all back here at around 7:30, which is when I plan on finishing off my day for a final end-of-day check-in. Okay, so now I am back for a final check-in. It is currently 7:38, so I've worn this for almost 8 hours exactly. Nothing has really changed from my last check-in. I still feel like, I'm a little bit dewy here, and then along the T-zone and along the chin area. Aside from that, I don't feel excessively dewy anywhere else. And yeah, I feel like the foundation has rubbed off a little bit just around these areas because, I mean, that's where you're touching when you're eating. It's just that's what rubs up against things. If you're holding children, that kind of thing. And it's also rubbed off around my nose, but that's completely normal, typical for me with any foundation. I've yet to run into a foundation that does not rub off on the nose. So there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you all in so that you can get a better look at the foundation that is currently on my skin after almost 8 full hours of wear. Okay, so as you can see, I don't feel like anything really has changed from my last check-in. I still feel like everything looks the same as it did before. Same with this side. Now along the nose, it's still, like I showed you guys earlier, pretty dewy. And then along these sides of the nose as well. Chin area and forehead. I mean, you can definitely see my ring light bouncing off of my forehead there. So in conclusion, would I recommend this foundation and or repurchase? I honestly don't know. I'm on the fence about this one. I really am, because I loved the way that my skin looked right after, but not so much now. So I guess I would probably, next time I wear it, just probably set areas along the face that I did see excessive dewiness throughout the day on. So like my chin, next to my nose, that kind of thing, T-zone. But I mean, it did wear nicely, and it wore pretty comfortably. So I enjoyed it. However, I don't know if I can justify the price tag. I mean, I get the packaging and I get the idea behind it, but you are only getting half an ounce of liquid foundation, which typically you would get a full ounce with any other liquid foundations. Although I'm seeing that lately the trend is less, not more. So I don't know about that. But typically you would get an ounce. This one you just get half, and it is $16. So it is quite pricey for half an ounce for it being a drugstore foundation. If you compare it to like their matte or like their dewy foundation from the Fit Me line, those I believe are like $8. So it's like half the price with those and double the amount, because those are 1 ounce. And I really do like that formula as well, both the dewy and the matte. But this one, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can justify the price. Another con that I do see is that they lack variety of shades. I mean, 8 is their max. That's all they have. It's just 8 shades. And it is quite hard to determine your shade based off of the little sticker that comes on the front. You just can't. Let's see. Anything else? No, I mean, that's it. If you're looking for medium coverage, on the go, convenient, and you're not bothered by the price tag, then definitely give it a try. Those are my thoughts on the foundation after wearing it for a full day. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope that this video was helpful in some way to you if you are looking to purchase this product next time you're at the drugstore. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.